So what I've learned is that by including these folks in the process itself, I'm getting their buy-in really early on, and they become, it's sort of like being a storyteller telling the story, and then the people you've told the story to start telling that same story. Um, so in the case of the diary study, once a week, we would have 6 or 7 people from the product team in the room, and I would project on the board the feedback that we got that week from the 20 students. And these were the project I'm talking about now are 20 Chegg study users. They were all STEM students, following them from beginning of semester to end of semester. And we would look through, okay, what did participant 3 have to say this week? And everybody in the room would look at the stuff together. And it was great because week after week, everybody was part of it together. And often then I would lead the discussions, and it was great because they would start, you'd see the light bulbs come on, and they would say, oh, wait a minute, maybe this. And then they would say, next week, can we ask these questions? And so they were so bought in, even like a quarter of the way into the project, that if anybody at that point would have, come to the group and said, sorry, we're pulling the plug on this, it would have been a huge, huge problem, because everybody was so into it, and they were seeing that we were getting answers to not only those short-term questions, but also building this foundation of knowledge that that was always one of my concerns as a researcher. Like, I don't want to be the only person who knows all of this stuff. I want the entire team to know it and live it and breathe it. And by including them in processes like that, like, analyzing all the data that comes in from students, that's how I get that buy-in. And also it just generates a level of excitement about what we're doing as well, which is also really important.